Wow, here we are again, my friends, with Watari-kun, and what a freaking disappointment. Last week I talked a bit about, like, it's so weird that, not weird, I don't know if weird's a word, but it is frustrating. I don't know. It's kind of annoying that we're getting to a point now. So this episode, Ishihara, and I'm going to talk about it, Ishihara and Naoto are going to start trial dating. I hate when anime does that, you know, it's like, what do you mean trial dating? Like, okay, they're gonna date, okay, and then now the show's deciding to introduce a new character, this pink-haired girl from an alternate school who has now taken an interest also in Naoto. Her interest is gonna stem because they both showed up for a job interview, and he got too close because he thought that, I don't know, he got really close to her face because he thought she looked like a celebrity or something. I don't know. Doesn't matter, but now she's going to be introduced in the show. So now they're going to have three girls. They're going to have Satsuki, Yukari, and now they're going to have this third girl, pink hair girl, whatever her name ends up being, okay? Oh, I guess you could say it has four girls because technically he has Zuzushiro, which is his baby little sister, right? And that's like his, you know, golden goose. That's his bread and butter. That's his top priority in life. Okay. I just, like, it's just why, you know, at the end of the day, this was what, episode 7, right? So we have 5 episodes left. How much content, how much story, how much whatever can you really do in 5 episodes? Each episode's about 20 minutes. You get maybe about 18 minutes of content, but let's just use an even 2, right? So we have about 100 minutes left of content spread over 5 episodes. So you get about a movie length of content, which sounds like a lot in theory, but when you have anime, like, there's a lot of bullshit that happens in anime. Basically, there's a lot of filler and, like, just like padding that tends to happen with these shows in anime. So I'm not confident in how much content, how much fulfillment we're gonna get from this. So that's one thing. We're introducing a brand new girl for seemingly no reason. Then on top of everything else is the story. So we have Satsuki, which is the mystery girl, the childhood friend, the one that's thriller, murder, blah, 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 whatever. But truly, it started off with the fact that Naoto has had this crush and has been in love with this Ishihara girl, Yukari Ishihara. And she is his Mount Everest. She is at the, he put her on a pedestal, whatever. And he's always wanted to get close. And then now, the last episode / this episode, he now has the hardest barrier for anime main characters, for anime virgin dudes, is to ask the girl out, to get close to the girl, to take action. That's been cut out for our MC here, right? That's been cut out for this guy because Yukari has changed from the pursued to the pursuer. So she is the one that's chasing after Naoto, so much so homegirl bought condoms saying this summer's about to get litty. And I'm just like, God damn. So, like, obviously her headspace is she's trying to secure the bag. Totally get it. Respect it, homegirl. But, like, he's now getting pursued, and she asks him out, and then he gives her some bullshit ass, like, I don't think I am good enough for you. I need to work on myself and be better to earn you. What the fuck? Like, who? What? Who? What? 40-year-old author penned this story. It just drives me insane. So then he gives her all this BS. I'm gonna work on myself. I'm not. You're worth too much. You're gonna find someone better than me. Which makes no sense. She's asking him out. Be mine. And he's like, oh, you're handing me the thing I've always wanted? No, thank you. It makes no sense. So eventually she just doesn't give up. She's like, no, how about like you, how about we just trial date or whatever they call it. And we'll just date. And like, if, you know, after a while you're not feeling it, then, you know, we tried. So he finally gives in. And then he tries to tell Glasses Boy the same, like, oh, she's too good for me, blah, blah, blah. And even Glasses Boy was like, what is wrong with you, dude? He's like, and imagine Glasses Boy's in love with Ishihara too, and he has to hear that the guy she chose is like, well, I could have my cake, but what if I don't want the cake? What if I want the other cake? And imagine, I'd be like, yo, I'm about to slap this. But then he gets to a point, he's like, oh, well, I'm happy though. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, it's so stupid. It bothers me so much. I have to watch this. Oh my God, guys. It's just bad. It's just bad writing. It's just bad. It's not entertaining. It's not fun. It's not funny, right? It's not like I haven't laughed. I'm not laughing. Then they go on their date, their weird date. They finally end up holding hands. They get stalked by Satsuki. Then he goes to apply at Satsuki's job, and she hits on him, and she continues to stalk them. And I guess maybe that's funny to somebody. I don't know. She stalks them for a while. Naoto brings his little sister. Weird. I get it. I mean, that's his whatever. But like, okay. And then Glasses Boy and Satsuki finally give them a minute alone so that they could, end up holding hands, and they both stare at each other's hands. And Yukari's like, you know what? I'm gonna buy condoms. She says, you know what? Holding hands wasn't good enough. I'm gonna go buy some rubbers. And that's how the episode ends, pretty much. Well, the episode ends with the pink hair girl coming to wait for Naoto at school. I just don't know, man. I don't know. Boys and girls, y'all let me know how you guys feel about this show. But like, it's just, it's not good. And like, it's had moments of like, okay. Like, okay. I was like, there was like, maybe not, was the last episode, episode before? I don't remember. But there was like a couple episodes ago, I was like, oh, this, okay. Okay. I wasn't sold. I was a little worried, but I was like, okay, I think there's something here. And then it just went, ha, gotcha, bitch. There wasn't anything here. You're going to watch trash. You're going to love it. And I'm just like, no. So I don't know. Again, you guys can be like, you guys let me know. Like, you can be like, oh, Dom, you're being harsh. You're being too judgmental. You're taking things too seriously, whatever it is. Like, but I'm just tired of these shows that do genuinely have some potential here. And then the author just, like, there's just something in them. And they're just like, you know what? Let's throw another girl in there for funsies. And it's like, okay. It's like, oh, and it's like, we're going to have this boy go crazy for this girl. And then she's going to say, okay. And he's going to be like, nah, never mind. And it's just like, what is wrong with these people? Anyways, I know I'm just ranting now. I appreciate you guys being here. Hit me with a like before you guys leave. Run me wild in the comments. Tell me, just go rip me apart in the comments. I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully. Peace out, my friends.